I really did not think that starting a YouTube channel was this much work. Hi, I'm Lucia. I'm a Paris-based fashion designer, artist, and casting director. I recently started YouTube and I tried to be prepared as much as I could, but it seemed not to be enough, honestly. There were so many small, annoying issues that just kept coming up constantly while I was doing my first video, and I was this close to give up altogether. There's a lot of great videos on YouTube about how to start your YouTube channel with many different advices, and I'm gonna link a few below. All these wonderful creators who helped me to understand this whole YouTubing better and how to even start this journey. And I appreciate them so freaking much for doing this. This is so complex. There's so many things you need to know. As I'm still very much in this awkward beginning of my YouTube career, what I really want to share with you is my experience, some tips, and loads of mistakes to avoid, and also some lovely encouragement, because you will need it if you want to keep doing this, because it's hard, very hard. So this is just a little like mindset prep about how you need to think about this whole process. If you start making YouTube videos, there is this one thing that you just need to like acknowledge, which is making YouTube videos is a lot of work and it takes a lot of time. And even if it's the greatest, most amazing, most professional, best video that you've ever made, in the beginning, no one's gonna watch it. It's only gonna be a few people. Whenever I had a moment of getting like way too excited, chill out. I kept telling myself that if I got like 20 to 100 views, I would be like very happy. But you know, to be honest, like my close family is like 60 people. And yeah, if I force everyone to watch it, that would be at least like 100 people that I know. So I was like, okay, that would be like a good amount of people. So I just kept telling myself that's gonna be probably the maximum that I will reach. That is okay. And I just keep on going. But like 2,000 views in a month, which was really shocking. Also very scary. I was not prepared for that. I was like, oh my God, 2,000 people are watching my awkward, weird video with my accent, and I was like not even 100% happy with the outcome of the video, and I was like kind of stressing about that. Finding your niche and what you want to talk about and what kind of videos you want to do. In the beginning, don't worry about it, because I've been kind of like a little bit all over the place, feeling pressured. Okay, if I start with fashion advice videos, then I want to do an art making video, or if I want to do starting my small little brand, and one of the video I'm planning is how to start a little like whatever creative brand, or I want to talk about casting or like modeling advice or things that I'm like an expert in kind of, and I want to just, you know, share my knowledge. But I've been doing so many different things and I do a lot of different things, and it kind of doesn't feel like it's any sort of niche. Whatever you like to do and whatever you want to talk about, you know, it's part of who you are. Be chill about it, and if you feel like making a video about something that you want to share, go for it. Like, don't overthink it. So some organizing prep. You might be one of those people who have a very messy computer with a bunch of files everywhere, and your iCloud is nearly full, and you're like, it would be such a good idea to start YouTube. No, just don't. It's probably the worst idea. Please, for your own sake, clean up your computer and your phone and your iCloud, and get like 2 hard drives and another computer if possible. Okay, I'm just kidding. Yeah, get like 2 hard drives, one for your personal stuff, save everything from iCloud, and then the other one for your YouTube things. So yeah, I did not do any of this, and before I started editing, everything started to get full and all my storage, all my iCloud. But then I started editing. That was horrible. And my laptop was like, kind of wanted to just die, I guess. Everything I was trying to do, it was like taking forever, and it was so painful. and I was just literally complaining the whole time. Normally, I love editing. Like, editing is my favorite part because that's the actual part that I've been doing before. So I was like, this is gonna be fun, and it was fun until my laptop was giving up on life. Keep all your assets like very organized. All your A-roll, B-roll, animation, graphics, overlays, little arrows, pictures, GIFs, I don't know how to say that word. And it will make your life so much easier. It's really gonna be really nice. So you probably heard the advice to watch the kind of YouTube videos that you would want to make, but there is like a big difference between watching something, you know, while you're eating or just for like entertaining, or when you watch a video intentionally that you actually want to do something with that video. And yeah, there is like a bunch of things that I didn't realize that like good YouTube video maker people are doing until I was like watching a bunch of the videos that I really loved in this like very analytical kind of way. How they're starting their videos. There's like a bunch of different ways that you can start a video. You know, I'm not like very at ease in front of the camera yet, so whenever I start I feel like I'm like right in your face and it's a bit harsh, but I guess that's just my Hungarianness coming through. You can start with a little like montage of videos like B-roll or something like some music under. Kind of start right away with like a question or a problem that you're gonna try to work out through your video. Some people who start with like introduction about them, or some people start like talking about their day or some update. So I'm not an expert on this, but I guess if nobody knows you yet, nobody really cares about your life updates because they just started watching you. Oh yeah, so another thing to pay attention to is what kind of elements they're using in their videos. So there's like a bunch of graphic elements that can make your video more interesting besides text, which is super nice, I think, to put a bunch of text on the screen, to have like actual colorful whatever text popping up. That's like pretty nice, I think. What I didn't know about, and nobody kind of mentions, I think, is having overlays. Like, overlays are the best freaking thing. The way I did it, it's either having like my B-roll and like a little like kind of like a frame around it, and I can write like a bunch of stuff on the side. Or you can also do like, you know, having your head talking in like a little frame or circle or something, and then have like another video or some chart or whatever in the meantime. You can make them in Canva. I don't use Canva, I do all mine in Photoshop, but you can also download some pretty good ones from Creative Market. They have like awesome graphic elements where you can get like a bunch of, I don't know, cute little arrow animations, all these overlays, or I don't even know, like check it out. It's like really cool. Or like even like banners, and they're not like, yeah, they're expensive if you buy it professionally, but if you buy it for personally, you can also subscribe, and then you get like a bunch of free stuff every week that you can download and use, which is really nice, so go for that. So other thing is using sound effects, but like which ones and when, because like I downloaded so many sound effects that I was thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna use all these sound effects. I used 3. So there is the whoosh sound, and then there is the mouse clicky sound, and then there is this like boop or boop or something not weird sounding. Download these and maybe like 2-3 other ones to make it simple when you should be using them. The whoosh sound effect, you can use it anytime when there's like movements. You can use it for like sliding something up or down or in or out. The other one that's like really nice, the mouse click, which is pretty obvious if you click on something or you pretend to click on something in your video. The boop sound is nice when things are like popping up, text pop up, or like your little like follow me on Instagram, or this is my name or something. Have you ever done any talking to the camera videos? Yeah, me neither. Before I did my first video, and oh boy, it was so awkward. It was like, I did not think it's this hard, and I sweated half of my makeup off because I was so nervous. It was so weird. Like, there's this thing in your face and you're supposed to talk into it, not look at the little screen. And the funny thing is, first video that I did, I re-recorded it 4 times. So in my actual video that I uploaded, there is 3 different footage in it, and also the light was changing the whole time, so that also changes how each part looks like. I did the same makeup, I dressed up the same, and I tried to like re-record it as it's within the same time. Basically the first one was just like completely useless. It was so bad. It was so bad. What I think I should have done is to record like 2 or 3 practice rounds without like wasting my time on getting camera ready. Just, you know, do it in your pajamas with whatever crap light, doesn't matter. It's more like just for the practice, just for your own sake, to like start getting comfortable in front of the camera. I did a script that I don't think I wrote it really well because I wasn't really able to read it normally, and it just sounded really weird. Like it didn't sound like a person talking. I guess it's because I've never wrote a script before. Yeah, also I was trying to read it, but I don't read well. I read very slow. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but English is not my first language. I'm also not very good with like memorizing a script. So what I ended up doing is that I was just like reading everything out loud sentence by sentence, try to like sit back to the camera. It's a skill that you need to learn and you wouldn't necessarily think about it, but this is something that you just have to like practice and practice and practice. Sounds like it's gonna be a lot of super basic things, kind of silly, but if you don't do it, it's just gonna make your life like so much harder. Before you decide when you're gonna film, check the weather. How's it gonna be? Because if it's nice and sunny and clear, you're gonna have so much better chance of having a good footage. The worst days to record anything, I always pick the days when it's like super cloudy, so like my light keeps changing, and I hate that. It's just so annoying. It pisses me off so much. If you don't have good natural light and you're using different lights, just pay attention to the stupid overhead light that like casts a weird shadow, and then you just look so much worse than you actually do, which is so unnecessary. So just have like good light sources. Like right now I have this like ring light here, and then I have this little like other diffuse like small yellowish light on the other side, and then I have the window putting light on my face. Always here, get this gear, get this camera, get this whatever. Don't get anything, use your phone, at least you know how to use it. I had no idea how to use my camera. I think the first time I tried to record myself and you know, I got all nice and pretty with makeup and stuff, I had no idea how to be in front of the camera. I had no idea how to use my camera. If you're buying anything, get a nice mic. They're not too expensive. I linked the one that I have. I still use like the noise reduction when I edit. If you're recording with a camera or with, you know, you have a second phone for some reason, like a work phone, and then you want to record the voiceover, you can just like speak to your phone like this, record your voiceover separately, you know, just put that voice under your recording. If your camera doesn't record a good sound, which it probably doesn't, audio quality is gonna be quite good. I got this tip from someone who's been doing YouTube forever. What is really nice is when you're scripting to kind of imagine while you're writing, how would you say it? Or even what is even better is to like say it out loud. It's gonna sound weird because you're talking to yourself. Imagine how you would normally say things, and that like really helped me a lot. So I don't think it's good to just do bullet points, because until you're like comfortable enough to speak in front of the camera, I don't think you can like express your thoughts that like full together. But like maybe this is better for people who are not English first language. For me, it's really hard to just like speak whatever is in my mind, because I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly or if I'm like forming like a correct sentence. I was just so annoyed at myself for, you know, hearing my accent, hearing that I don't speak English perfectly. It's already really weird to hear your own voice, but when you have an accent and when, you know, you don't speak that language like super perfectly, and you also have to pay attention, trying not to say something dumb. I mispronounce things constantly and I use the wrong words, and even though I've been speaking English for 12 years, I still say stupid things like avocado and lyrics. Practice a lot and try not to give too much shit about how you look or sound on the camera. Alright, hopefully this didn't just sound like I'm complaining about the obstacles of making your first YouTube video. I think it kind of did, whatever. Well, at least you can learn from my stupid mistakes. They sound less of a mistake if I share them and it will help someone like you. You're gonna get there if you keep doing. If not, probably not. All beginnings are pretty hard, but it's also quite fun. Try not to put too much pressure on yourself with this whole consistency thing. Keep in mind that it's something that I want to do consistently, but I'm trying not to pressure myself too much. So yeah, just keep going, keep doing your best. Don't be too hard on yourself. Learn from your mistakes and from my mistakes, and it's gonna get better. So hopefully this was actually helpful, and have a wonderful day. Bye.